Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another match in Heroes of the Storm here on your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host Max. On this one we're going to be taking a look at Varian. Varian has not been a part of Warcraft 3 universe, but he has been added in the World of Warcraft universe, and if I recall correctly, he is meant to be Alduin's father, so there's that. Unfortunately, I'm not a hardcore World of Warcraft player, so I do not know all the lore, so I do apologize. However, I know that Varian has been added to the game all the way back in like 2015 or 16, and Varian has a really interesting role as a bruiser. You see, in comparison to other heroes, Varian doesn't really have a heroic ability. What Varian, however, has is 3 skills in which you can build up your variant specifically. So instead of actually the heroic, or what becomes his heroic ability, you have 3 options. Taunt. This allows you to charge at an enemy and force them to engage you for a certain amount of time, which is great because if you have, let's say, an enemy healer who's trying to heal the enemies, you are able to engage them. You are able to keep focusing them, and of course even your allies are able to help you out. However, Taunt is really not that often played, and if it is, you really need to have a good team composition in order to actually utilize it properly. It's probably kind of stupid for you to be engaging Taunt on the enemy tank. It's usually better for Varian to focus on those more squishier enemies. Next is Colossus Smash. This is my favorite. This allows Varian to charge at a certain distance and deal a certain amount of damage, and this is really great at charging into the enemy or trying to chase after the enemy. And then there are the Twin Blades of Fury. This is a skill where Varian actually splits this sword into 2, and you are one of those very few assassins who eventually are able to take a boss camp all by yourself. So think of like Illidan or Varian or a couple of more heroes. You are able to deal quite a lot of damage because if you have the Twin Blades, you will be swinging those blades quite rapidly. Unfortunately, because you have the 2 blades and you are attacking so fast, your damage is slightly reduced, so you have to keep that in your mind. Back in the day when I used to play this game, I could have sworn by Twin Blades of Fury, but after a few changes to the game, I really do prefer today to go with the Colossus Smash. So I'm gonna actually show you a build which I have. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find something similar on Heroes of Fire. There is one build which I will be able to show to you, but I'm not really sure if it would have the same outcome. So let's go over the talents which we will be choosing for Varian. So first of all, I like to go with the High King's Quest. This is a quite interesting quest where you need to hit 50 times the enemy heroes. You need to get 5 kills on an enemy hero. Doesn't matter if you 5 times kill the same person, still need to do 5 executions. And then you need to gather 15 regeneration globes. So this means that you will also need to be clearing out lanes. So this means that if you want to fulfill this quest, you will need to do all the roles and engage and be active and proactive to help your team secure the victory. What does this thing do? If you fulfill all of the quests and you combine them, your basic attack will keep on increasing, so you can deal even more damage. And the further down the game you go, and the more faster you manage to get this quest done, the more proactive and more deadly you can be against the enemy. The next skill which we're gonna go with is the Colossus Smash. So as I mentioned, this will allow us to charge in a short distance and go after the enemy. Then we're gonna go with Second Wind. Now, Second Wind is something which allows Varian to self-sustain himself. You see, in comparison to heroes like Illidan, who is probably the closest one to Varian, if you do not have this talent, you aren't able to really restore your own health. And especially if you go with the twin blades, you are able to keep hacking and keep pumping your health up as you are engaging the enemy. So second wind is really good because this allows your basic attack to heal you. There are other options where you were able to heal yourself, and I believe there were even like multiple options. But back in the day, if I recall correctly, those skills were only like bound to when you were on low health, etc, etc. And trust me, you really don't want to get to low health with Varian. On the 10th level, we're gonna go with Warbringer. So reduces the charge cooldown by 8 seconds and mana cost from 45 to 22. This will allow Varian to be charging after enemy. We're gonna go over his abilities. Then we're gonna go with the Mortal Strike. So the Heroic Strike reduces enemies' healing. So if we manage to land the hit, we are reducing the healing which they are getting. Then there are multiple banners which you can go with. You can go with one which allows you to be a little bit faster. You can increase the spell power. I, however, like to increase the armor and usually pop it during the engagements because Varian can block the incoming damage. However, if you have the additional armor, it will definitely help you. And then on the 20th skill, I like to go with Master of Arms. So the Colossus Smash affects all enemies near the target, and its cooldown is reduced by 10 seconds. Of course, you can go with Glory of the Alliance. This is a banner in case you don't go with the second wind, which allows to heal not only you, but also your teammates. But this will be the build which we will follow. And when it comes to Varian skills, he has a Lying Fang. This is a straight up skill shot which you need to do. This, if you manage to land successfully on enemy hero, it tends to also slow them down. Then you have Parry. Parry is really crucial in certain engagements because it allows Varian to block the damage. However, I'm not really sure right now. You might have to correct me. If you are doing, let's say, a boss camp, there are usually the stun animations. I'm not really sure if you would actually activate Parry, if it would be able to negate the stun or the root from the enemy. And then there is the charge. This actually allows Varian for a certain amount of distance to charge in against an enemy, and especially if you are a squishy target, this is a death, because if Varian gets too damn close to you, he can dish out quite a lot of damage. In combination with Lying Fang, he can then slow you down, reduce the amount of healing you are getting, etc, etc. So it's really devastating. And then there is the trait. So every 18 seconds, Varian's next basic attack deals additional 125 bonus spell damage. So you can see that Varian can become quite deadly, and actually he has quite a lot of variations of skins which you can get. I prefer to go with this one. I don't know what it is, but I just think it's super cool. And the funniest thing is, there is even like a temporary chance for you to get this skin, which is like the basic footman from Warcraft 3. So if you would play the human nation, you would know, or human race if you prefer to call it that way, you would be able to have this sort of footman. I, however, definitely do prefer to go with this skin. I don't know, it just looks freaking epic. So with that all said, we do have our build, we do have those talents. Let's jump into a match and see how effective I will be at trying to play as a Varian.
We will forge a great destiny.
And we find ourselves on Blackheart's Bay. Our team consisting of Varian, Sonya, Deathwing, Lily, Zagara. Enemy team Leeming, Alexstrasza, Illidan, Arthas, and Kira. So this will be quite interesting. We have 3 lanes. We have the objective of collecting the gold coins in order to use the bombardment from the ship, which will eventually be summoned here. The funniest thing is, if you keep clicking on these sharks, they will actually break loose and jump back into the water. So, yeah, that's fun. I don't understand why the entire team is going down. Usually what happens is that the engagement on this map starts from here. So I definitely don't want to engage the entire enemy team through here. But just letting you know, this is what usually happens. So we're going to start off by blocking the damage and by starting to collect those fancy healing globes. We're really being focused here. So we have 2 lanes where we are able to gather the globes fairly close to one another, so we can really do a lot of damage with the rotating. That is, if the entire team will not be actually trying to engage me. So really good job from the enemy team trying to maintain control over the top 2 lanes. I really don't mind actually exchanging damage here with Arthas, especially if we move the enemy a little bit closer towards our towers, but I need to be careful when it comes to exchanging damage with the enemy team over here, especially until we have our second win where I will be able to keep healing myself. I'm gonna regret this. They are playing really well together. So we're gonna have to manage our rotation. It looks like the Deathwing, Lily, and Zagara are really trying to push the bottom lane. And it looks like the first war chests are up. So they're gonna try to drop off the gold fairly soon here. So it would be smart of us to actually try and go and interrupt this. It looks like enemy Arthas has quite a lot of gold. Illidan moving in, trying to body block me, really annoying. But because he has the self-healing, it cannot really do too much here. He's gonna be able to push me out. That is if my team would actually decide to show up. We're gonna slow him down and he's gonna regret this. Really nice job there on Illidan. We're gonna try to get on Kira. Alexstrasza. Come on, you can do it. Damn it. Arthas doing great job at the interrupt. Was almost there. Team left a gold coin over here. You have to be careful when you are picking up these gold coins, because you can fairly easily leave one behind just like that. We're gonna go and push over here. We're gonna try to pick up those healing globes. Li Ming, if she has decided to go with a good skill, she will be able to gather quite a lot of damage from those as well. I wanted to grab the globe. I don't really care about this right now. I'm gonna pull back here. We're gonna take the sippy cup. I really want to grab this. Arthas missed. We're gonna be able to get another sippy cup, and I'm gonna rotate to the top lane. Sonya doing something similar. Let's go and try to clear this out. We're gonna be able to help clear this minion lane. Second win is up. If Li Ming decides to get in too close, we can really, especially once we have the quest fulfilled, really punish her. So I'm gonna activate parry while I'm under these towers, just to block any incoming damage. We're gonna pick up this view so that we have the upper hand here. Sonya clearing out the lane fairly decently, giving us that globe which we need. We do have, actually, I do have the gold that is necessary for me to pay. So let's go and do just that. That way we get the bombardment. It looks like more enemies are moving in. So I really need to be careful here. I'm gonna try to go after the squishier target. With Alexstrasza and the group heal, you are able to actually use this against the enemy, because if they really group up over there, you can really do a lot of damage. Kira is actually really pissing me off here. So let's punish her for that. We really need to do those takedowns. And that's how you do that. It looks like we were able to pay. I want to grab the chest at the top here. Or in the middle, if you wish. Deathwing moving in. He's stealing my coins. What an ass. Not willing to participate, but he willing to steal my shit. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, if we want to grab more coins, we have ways. There is this camp. Sonya has 7 of them. And then we can actually go and clear out the Cyclops. And this is going to give us also 2 coins. We're going to go with the Warbringer. We're going to dodge those attacks. We're going to heal ourselves here. Enemies getting the bombardment this time. We need to be careful when we are moving around with this many coins, because this is what actually the enemy is looking for. Opportunities to move in and punish you and take you down. So be careful if you have too many coins, because that can become quite deadly for you. We're going to punish here. Illidan, really nice. We're going to take those coins. We're going to heal up here as much as we can. Pick up those globes. And I really should not be overextending myself. I'm going to die here. Yeah. They could have really stayed there and helped me, and we could have gathered even more coins. Now the enemy has my coins, but we can still punish them. We have 33 attacks, 4 takedowns, and we need 1 more globe. Okay. So I really need to start punching some heroes. Beautiful stun there from Deathwing. But this is battle between 2 dragons. Right now, my advantage is that I do not have a single coin. So if something happens to me, I really don't care. Alexstrasza seems to be harassing Sonya. I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna clear out this lane in order to help push this top lane even more. Now I should really actually go to the middle. So let's do that, because it seems like there's a huge boss battle. So battle is going on. It's really somewhere where I should be involved in order to help me fulfill my quest. They're hiding in those vents. Let's try to slow her down. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There's another takedown. Alexstrasza is not going to be able to escape. She was unfortunately able to escape. That sucks. We're able to get the bombardment.
I shall be there shortly.
Gold is up on the map again. It looks like the team is asking for us to grab the boss, so let's go and do the boss. I'm not right now sure if we get 2 gold for the boss, but I think we do. As you are able to see, I'm able to take some of this damage. I'm going to definitely block some of the incoming damage as well. Could have used this opportunity to try and use the parry. It's really bad, especially on this map, if too many people are standing in these circles trying to get the objective, because then you have the sort of situation when everyone has like 1 freaking coin at a time. That's just really weird. I'm gonna go help here Sonya, although he's she is perfectly capable of doing the camp all by herself. And she should really step aside so that I pick up these coins, and it's not like we have 1 and 1 or 3 and 3, because these sort of things then really make it difficult for you to pay off Blackheart. So looks like the dragon has 10. I'm gonna stand here in this vent and be all incognito, trying to provide the support. Sonya grabbing the camp at the bottom. And I'm going to be able to donate that last coin which is needed in order for us to do the bombardment, while the enemy is actually held up on top. I swear to God, I thought that in that animation I saw an enemy. Okay, looks like they are actually up top here. I need to be careful because we don't have any keep here. So by being hit by 3 enemies really bad, Earth is able to root me, but it's not gonna hurt me too damn much. We're gonna go with the banner for the armor. We definitely are gonna need it. When it comes to exchanging damage and exchanging how much healing I'm doing, you can see that I'm not that fast. So for example, trying to put up with someone like Illidan is gonna be definitely annoying for Arthas or for Varian, sorry, if you don't go with the twin blade build. If you go with the twin blades, you're gonna have much easier time to keep self-sustaining yourself and keep putting up with their BS. So just keep that in mind. But I definitely do prefer the Colossal Smash. Let's go clear out the back here. Looks like Sonya is paying. We're able to create a larger wave of minions. We'll grab these coins here. It looks like the bottom lane is being pushed there quite decently. But they should not overextend too damn much. Illidan trying to slow them down. Able to pick these up fairly easily. That's 6 coins. We can go over here. Or we can go actually and help push the core. Yeah, we're almost there. So there it goes. So it looks like the enemy or the team players, especially Li Ming, Deathwing, and Zagara, were in some sort of team and they were playing together, especially pushing that bottom lane there. They were able to put down quite a lot of pressure. So there it goes, Varian for the Colossal Smash. There are, of course, variations. I did find even a guide for him on Heroes of Fire, so I can theoretically leave you the link to that build if you would like. It has some differences, like for example, it doesn't go for Banner of Ironforge, it goes for Banner of Stormwind. When it comes to, let's say, so it still goes with High King's Quest, then goes with Colossal Smash, then instead of the second wind, it actually goes for this, so it actually heals you when you use this ability. Then you have the Warbringer, then you have the Juggernaut, then you have the Banner of Stormwind, and afterwards you go with Master at Arms. So that's the other potential build, but I like to play it a little bit differently. And of course, if you want to, you have the choice to try out Taunt or try out Twin Blades of Fury. If you would want me to feature one of those, let me know in the comment section. I will try to get some decent footage. I actually did experience a bunch of issues trying to record the game. I don't know what it is, but whenever I'm trying to record Heroes of the Storm, something with the internet starts to happening, and it's like my ping goes from 60 to 600, so it's really weird, but we're gonna see what's gonna happen. In the meantime, I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day. Hopefully your Heroes of the Storm experience is as pleasant as mine, despite some of the people who I encounter, but there it goes. If you play games PvP style, you're gonna encounter all sorts of stuff, so there's just that. But anyhow, I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day. Check out the playlist at the end of the video for more heroes, which I have already covered, and hell, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more fun content such as this, as I publish videos on a weekly basis. Thank you all for watching, and bye for now. Why would you make this a temporary skin which you can buy? Why would I need to spend 5,000? Wait, the 5,000 is for mastering, not for the skin. Never mind. Just prove that I'm not qualified enough to do this on YouTube.